2024, December, when all of us were demanding for the constitution of 8th Central Pay Commission, some of the MPs asked in the parliament whether any proposal is there with the government to constitute the 8th Central Pay Commission. The Minister of State in the Finance Ministry categorically made a statement. There is no proposal with the government to appoint any pay commission. This was the reply. So after this categorical reply from the government, we, the central government employees organizations, pensioners organizations, all of us started writing representations, agitations and all those things. And 2025 January 16, immediately after Pongal and Madhya Sankranti and all, suddenly Prime Minister has come and told that for central government employees and pensioners, a good news, 8th Pay Commission will be constituted. Okay, good, that was our demand. But what was the background? The background was the Delhi Assembly election. Kejriwal has to be thrown out. And Delhi's voter list, you know, 50% of the voters are central government employees, Army, Navy, Air Force, soldiers, paramilitary forces, CRPF, CISF, ITBP, Border Security Force, are these people. 4 lakhs Delhi state government employees, and of course pensioners. So they form 50% of the voter list. So how do we know one? So Pay Commission. Election is over, Kejriwal is thrown out. 10 months nothing happened. They were writing, why Pay Commission is not constituted, why it is not constituted, no reply, nothing. Then November 3rd, the notification of constituting the Pay Commission was issued because in November, Bihar Assembly election was there. People used to ask me, many people, your struggles are political, you are opposing the government for political reasons, labor code you are opposing for political reason, criticizing 8th Pay Commission political reason. I also tell them, yes it is political. Why I should be ashamed it is not political? Because the labor code passed by the government is political only, no? So if it is political, if the ruling party can pass a bill, the persons who are going to be affected because of that, for them also it is political, no, to oppose the government politically. What is wrong in that? In a democracy. Right to protest is one of the fundamental right enshrined in our constitution. So without politics, nothing moves in our country. Everything politics only decide. Your labor law also politics decide. Your Pay Commission also politics decide. Because Delhi Assembly, it's a political requirement for the government. They have announced it. Again, November Bihar election, it's a political requirement for the government. So the notification was issued after 10 months. But unfortunately, Comrade Jairaj is here. I am here. I was appointed in 79 when 3rd Pay Commission was in force. 81 I joined the union. 84 I was a part of the federation. And from that day onwards, all the 4 Pay Commission I was involved in drafting its memorandum, in replying the questionnaire, in going before the Pay Commission and giving oral evidence before them. I am involved. So I got an experience about this. In the terms of reference, the most dangerous thing, every Pay Commission, it will be there. You have to consider the fiscal position of the country. You have to consider the revenue of the country. You have to consider about the money required for development of the country, for welfare activities. Keeping all these things in mind, the pay commission has to take a position. How much increase we can give to the central government employees and pensioners? It is there. It is there in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, everywhere. But in all these commissions, in addition to this, there is one more phrase. The stakeholders' expectations also to be considered. This pay commission's reference you see, whether it is there, the stakeholders' expectation has to be considered. It is not there. That means your expectation. What do you want? Today 28,800 is the minimum pay, 18,000 basic pay plus 10,800, 60% DA means 10,800. 18,800 is the, 18,000 plus 10,800, 28,800 is today's minimum wage for a central government employee. How much it should become? That is the major aspect of any pay commission. Because how much increase you are going to make, that much is going to be the fitment factor also. So whether this 28,800 should become 35,000, 40,000, 45,000, 50,000, that is where the stakeholders' expectation come into picture. But that expectation is no more there in the terms of reference. Similarly, when we have given from the National Council JCM and also from our federation AIDEF, we have told one of the terms of reference should be the pay commission should consider and review the NPS and UPS and to restore back the old pension scheme, the defined non-contributory pension scheme. So this, my pay commission should not review it, because the government has got a slap on its face. With a lot of fanfare, UPS was introduced. Lot of fanfare. Prime Minister, when he called all the leaders, I was the only person who boycotted. I mean, my federation boycotted. AIDEF boycotted. And we have written to the Prime Minister for listening to your announcement that you are going to make some improvement. At the time, we do not know UPS is going to come. The terms of reference given to Somanathan committee was improvement in NPS. So we told our demand is not improvement in NPS. So far AIDEF is concerned, we are convinced the government employee should not have a contributory pension scheme. So the Prime Minister should consider for restoring the old pension scheme. This letter we mailed and we boycotted. Of course, my other friends met there. And what Prime Minister told there? आपका डिमांड क्या था? आपका बेसिक पे का 50% पेंशन अप्रूव, ताली मारो, और उस पेंशन का ऊपर डीए चाहिए, वो भी हो गया, फ्लैक्स। उसका बाद फैमिली पेंशन वो भी हो गया, उसका भी क्लैप्स। मिनिमम गारंटीड पेंशन वो भी क्लैप्स। तो आप लोग सब खुश रहो, सरकार का फेवर में प्रचार हो गया काम, 2 minutes. Now if it is so, then out of 26,72,000 NPS subscribers in central government, why only 1,22,000 have joined the UPS? And that too, 3 extensions they have given, and finally one amendment also they issued. Anytime you can come back. If you are not happy with the UPS, just 1 year before your retirement, you can come back to NPS. All this government tried. Even then only 1,22,000 joined. That means what? 97-98% of the employees have rejected this UPS. And who are the persons who joined? That also I studied. Majority are ex-servicemen. Because they don't have more than 13, 14 years of service. They are already in the Army, Navy, Air Force, and they are getting old pension. Here they have re-employed pensioners, re-employed ex-servicemen with 13, 14 years of service in the NPS scheme. Their accumulated amount will be very less. So they thought, for me, if I go to UPS, I will get minimum 10,000 rupees pension. So they joined. Another set of people, they are very clever people. Husband and wife, both are central government employees. So during a dinner time, they discussed, UPS is there, NPS is there, what to do. So they have decided one will remain in NPS, another will go to UPS. इसमें फायदा मिलेगा तो ठीक है, इसमें फायदा मिलेगा तो ठीक है. So with this, the UPS is a total failure. So definitely, the pay commission should study about this, no? Why even after government telling 50% last basic pay, then DA, family pension, guaranteed pension, 1 year before you can come back to NPS if you want, with all this, employees doesn't want to join your UPS. Why? Two reasons. One is, NPS was not my choice. You forced it on me. When I came to the job, you told you are in NPS. I have not given any option, because you never asked me an option, whether you want to be in old pension or you want to be in new pension. You told you are in new pension, Baba, you are after 1/1/2004, so you are in new pension, contributory pension. So you forced it on me. So since you have forced it on me, I have got every right to oppose it and fight till I achieve old pension. Number one. Number two, why should I contribute? You call me 24 hours government employee. Now you are all working here. You are good technicians. Can you go and work for any private industry after 8 hours work here? In our heavy vehicle factory, there are more than 500 to 600 excellent CNC machine operators who can design, they can produce in the CNC machines. After 8 hours, can they go to Ambattur Industrial Estate and work with a private fellow and earn some 1,000 rupees per day? They will get it. There are hot cakes. But if the management comes to know, it's a violation of conduct rules. Because you are 24 hours government employee, you are always available, you should be available for the disposal of the government. That is why in COVID-19 pandemic, when the whole country went on lockdown, it was only the poor central government and state government employees who worked and they died in COVID-19. No? And why you are expecting they should contribute 10% for their pension? They should not. It is your responsibility as a government. So that is why we told the pay commission, please review this. But conveniently, that has been left. Then, now myself, Comrade Jairaj, we are out of the purview of the people. 69 lakh pensions, family pensions. Out of which almost 42 lakhs are the fellows who sacrificed their life in the body in minus 47 degree, 52 degrees. Somebody has lost their limb, somebody lost their leg, and somebody became paralyzed, serving for the nation. Or somebody is killed, his wife is getting family pensions. They all are out of the purview of Pay Commission because of the validation power which the government has taken through the finance bill in the CCS Pension Rule 1972, which of course the pensioners associations are now challenged in the Supreme Court. So, if you see the parliament replies, you all should go through. They are asking many MPs to ask, how cleverly they give reply. Yes, 8th Central Commission is constituted for revising the pay scales and other benefits of central government employees, including pension. So some people are happy. Few people are telling pension is not there. Pension is there. Pensioner is there. Pension is there for those who will be retiring after 1/1/2026. Their pension has to be decided by the pay commission. No. So that is why the pension word is used. I and Comrade Jairaj doesn't come in that. We come in the pensioner, existing pensioner. We are out. We are not there in the pay commissions. So these are all the problems in the terms of reference itself. Now how to proceed? Usual practice is what? Comrade Jairaj was also along with me in the National Council JCM in the previous commissions. Our great leaders who are no more there. Comrade Vyas, Comrade Putti, Comrade Jiyaldar, Comrade Uramal Purohit, Chaube, all these people we used to sit together, discuss, brainstorm, and then we prepare the common memorandum. The constituent organizations of the National Council JCM. First we prepare a common memorandum. What is the common memorandum? On all the common issues of the central government employees, like minimum pay, how to calculate the minimum pay, what should be the formula, what should be the, how many pay scales should be there, which pay scale to be merged with which pay scale, what should be the rate of increment, what should be the benefit while on promotion, how many promotions in service one should have, children education allowance, medical health related issues, advances, various specific allowances like risk allowance, risk matrix, high altitude allowance, so many things, and then pension. These are all the common issues. Once this memorandum is finalized, then that becomes the guiding factor for all the constituent organizations of National Council JCM. Because after this only, we submit our department-wise memorandum. You will submit for atomic energy employees, different categories, your work-related issues, what improvement to be made. So you correlate that with the National Council JCM's recommendation. If National Council JCM decides this level 5 and level 6 has to be merged, and it will be only one single pay scale, we have to adopt that. If National Council decides why 4600 and 4800, only 200 rupees difference, level 7 and level 8, merge it. Example I am telling. So like that, whatever they decide there, we will fit it into our requirements. This is how we go ahead. And after all these things, the pay commission used to write to us to see how things are changing. Pay commission, once after their constitution, the secretary will write to us. We have been constituted, so we want to have an introductory meeting with the staff side of the National Council JCM. So then we all go there, introduce ourselves, understand each other, then informally discuss what type of procedure to be followed, adopted and all. This time, no such communication. 3 months, no office. 3 months, no office. Because you know that Judge Madam is 75 years old. So they gave some office in the outskirts of Delhi. And finally, now they have given an office in the heart of Delhi, in Kannaught place, Janpat. They have not written to us. We were seeing they have opened their website. And there they are writing, we will not accept any paper. Any paper written memorandum will not be accepted. Don't send anything to us through email. Don't send anything to us through post. Our portal is there. You have to enter into that portal. You have to give your identity, which of course we will keep it a secret. That is what they are telling. What is secrecy in this? And you have to give your email ID, your mobile number, and OTP will come. That OTP has to be registered. Then the portal will open. This is how we are going to work. And this is applicable for individuals, unions, associations, federations, everything. So this particular issue, the National Council JCM has to address. Then after some 3-4 days, when we opened their website, 18 questions, all very, very tricky questions. Previously, after submission of memorandum only, they will ask, in your memorandum you have told this, you have told this, on that we have got this doubt. They will go on giving questions which we have to reply. Now nothing like that. 18 questions and all very tricky questions. And you cannot type it and mail it to them. As I told you, have to go to the portal. Word counting software is there. After you type 200 words, automatically that question will be over. You have to go to the next question. So first you have to break your head and first prepare a draft. And the questions, all the 18 questions if you see, it is only with regard to the fiscal, the economic situation of the government. So then why pay commission? If the government is not prepared to give a single penny, not a single paisa to the government employees in the name of pay commission, then why this commission at all? I fail to understand. They are asking a central government employee with whom we can compare. With a private worker, with a public sector worker, with a chief worker. These are all there. Forgetting the fact how the central government employees are appointed. Okay, when I was appointed, it was through employment exchange. There was no problem. They say, I want 100 technician, 100 LDC, whatever it may be. Employment exchange will send a list. Local people used to get recruitment, and the selection is over. Now Supreme Court has cut down all these things. Supreme Court told under the Constitution of India, any citizen of the country qualified for a government post, he should be given opportunity to apply. So one vacancy means 10 lakh application. And after so many scrutiny, so many examination, trade test, this, that and all, what fellow is that? And that fellow, you want to compare with a jig worker. What a jig worker is getting, he is not getting anything, you are getting so many things. Why you should get all those things? This is how indirectly the questions are framed. So one has to be careful while preparing the reply. It should not happen from our side, we write something and that goes against us. Thus, sometimes we also become over enthusiastic. No? Anyway, I was just discussing with Comrade Jairaj also, he told he is also studying. And the 25th we are meeting, the drafting committee of the National Council JCM is going to meet 25th of February at Delhi, in the staff side office. We have to discuss about what should be the memorandum. And these questions, because after the NCJCM gives the reply only, then others can give, so that a common approach is there. Even if 10,000 reply goes, at least 70-75% of the reply should be in tune with what the National Council JCM has proposed. So that Pay Commission also will have an approach on that. So that is also another major exercise now. But the major issue covered before the drafting committee is about the minimum pay. Minimum pay, all of you know, it is the 15th, I told about the Indian Labour Conference in 1957, the 15th ILC. They have made a formula, Dr. Aykroyd formula. Family means 3. Husband, wife, and 2 children below 14 years. And after 14 years, where the children will go, nobody knows. Even government says for LTC, for medical, the dependent age is 25. Children's dependency is 25 years. But the minimum pay says only up to 14 years. Afterwards, child are independent. This is one anomaly to be rectified. And gender discrimination. For men, it is 2,700 calories per day. That much food a male has to take. And female, even though any female, whether working or no, not working, in the house she is working. And she is working more than the male. And she is given 300 calories less. So this anomaly. Then parents. Obviously, all of us have got a moral responsibility in our society, our culture, to take care of the parents when they become old. When they don't have any earning capacity because of their ill health, physical weakness and all, it's our responsibility to take care of our parents. There was no legal binding, but now taking care of the parents is a statutory requirement, it's a legal provision under the Senior Citizen and Parents Protection Act. If any father or mother goes and file a complaint with the district collector, in North India generally it is called as district magistrate, DM. He is empowered under the act to recover 10,000 rupees from the son or children, whatever it may be, and give it to the parents. And we are government employees. We will be attracted by the conduct rules because it is a qanun which you are violating, the act which you are violating. So taking care of the parents by the children is now a legal responsibility. So that means family means if it is not 6, at least the unit should be 5. But how far the pay commission is going to accept it, that's a question mark. Because if it is 5, then automatically the cost, the methodology of fixing the minimum pay will have a boost. Then all these items, food items for example, is around fixed in 1957 for 2,600 or 2,300 calories. How much rice, how much wheat, how much egg, how much milk, how much cooking oil, mutton, fish, all those things. But if you strictly go to that list, there are many items which are not there. Even salt is not there in that list. Without salt, how you cook food? Vegetarian or non-vegetarian. Even salad, we put little bit of salt. It is not there. Coffee powder is not there. Tea dust is not there. So for that, from where the money will come? After all, ILO what it says? A decent and a dignified living wage. Every employee should get a decent, dignified living wage. So that means I should have not only rice, vegetable and fruit, some health drinks like Horlicks, Complan. All these things are not there in the food list. So we have to discuss whether these things have to be added. Then coming to kapada, cloth, 5.5 yard average in a month for one member. Not even meter, 5.5 yard. 5.5 watt, I went to the textile shop, purchased 5.5 meter cloth, and I will wear it like this, like a sannyasi, like a rishi. But some tailor has to stitch it, no? He will stitch free for me. You have to pay tailoring charges, which is not included there. In this 5.5 itself, trouser, shirt, undergarments, towel, pillow cover, bed sheet, handkerchief. Basically, I am a tailor. So I know in 5.5 yard, this cannot be there. So there is no provision for undergarments, there is no provision for kerchief, there is no provision for bed cover, pillow cover, bed sheet, nothing. So this, how to address this? It's the responsibility of the drafting committee. I will raise all these issues there before the committee. Then technical expenditure, technological expenditure. Everything is online now. Pre-KG onwards, the internet business starts. Everything it is required now. Thus government says, Modi Sahib says, no cash transaction. Everything should be online. GPay, PPay, DPay, all those pays. Birth certificate, online. Afterwards, up to death certificate, online. Everything has become online. Education has become online. So the percentage of expenditure involved in that, it's a part of the existing living condition, no? It is not a luxury. How can anybody say if you are having an Android phone, you go to a vegetable vendor, a poor lady sitting on the platform, she is also having that pay. She also don't accept cash. इसमें पेबल का so उसको फिर पैसा किधर से आएगा? Unless I have a Android phone with me with a net connection, then only I can pay through GP or GPay. So that expenditure I am taking from where? The 1957 Roti Kapda Makan formula, which was fixed by the 15th ILC. Because 15th ILC doesn't know. In some after some 50 years, the internet is going to come. Everything will become online. Dr. Aikran also doesn't know. 15th ILC also was not going. But today it has become a part of our daily life. So what should be the percentage for that? That has to be discussed. Then what should be the rate of increment? What should be the benefit on promotion? What should be the MACP? How many promotions in a minimum period of 30 years of service? How many pay scales to be merged? And which are the categories which are having higher qualification but given lesser pay scale, so those categories, common categories to be upgraded. There are so many allowances. Main is children education allowance. Today it is only up to 12th standard. So that should minimum go up to post-graduation level in arts, science and commerce. And professional courses, BTech, MBBS or Bachelor of Law or an MBA. Simultaneously hostel subsidy. So that also to be discussed. And the risk and the hardship matrix, how to classify that. So there are hundreds of issues which we have to consider. So my advice to you is that you cannot, already time is over, because the time given to the constituent organizations of National Council JCM was before 15th of February. So that date is almost over. How many have submitted their views? Once I go to Delhi only I will come to know, because it goes to Misra, our secretary staff side. Even now you can give. Proposals anybody can give. Then, after this National Council, JCM prepares the basic document. It will be in the public domain, it will be forwarded to all the constituent organizations. Immediately you have to sit, every union, association, federations have to sit and work out the department specific issues which are not of common nature. Atomic energy being a very sensitive department, you will have problems which are not common to other central government employees. Railway workers will have problems which are not common to other central government employees. Similarly, defense, accounts, audit, postal. Even though we say equal pay for equal work, no disparity should be there in the pay scales and all those things. But there are certain department-specific categories, department-specific issues and problems which you have to address. And time is very short. Because these 18 questions, March 16th is the last day given. So definitely we know government will have their supporters, their economic experts. They will give their reply. They all will give their reply in line with what government thinks. That will also go no, because government, no pay commission will function independently, all of us. That's my own experience. We demanded 26,000 rupees as the minimum pay with the 7th pay commission, Justice Mathur. And we were fighting for that. Everything was over. The commission was going to wind up and finalize their reports. So one fine morning, he gave a call to Visrani, Justice Mathur. Few people to come and discuss with me informally. Then we argued 26,000 informally, formally and not over. And finally we told, finally he asked a question. 26,000 and I will not get, you also know. What will be the satisfactory point for giving this pay? We discussed and told, okay, considering government's pressure, government's economy, this, that, and all those things, and state governments, they will also compare. 23,000 will be reasonable. If 23,000 is given, to some extent, even though it is not matching with 26, but 23 to some extent is okay. And you know what he told? I will not recommend 23. I will recommend 21. Then we insisted, we came back. Arun Jaitley was the finance minister. He must have come to know this, that pay commission is going to recommend 21,000. He also went, and finally the outcome was 18,000. Why I am telling this? This is how pay commission works. You break your head, you do a lot of scientific research, you consult experts, and then you prepare everything. And finally, whatever government says, they will write and give, and that becomes the recommendation of the pay commission. Thus, this is how the government works. Was only in 5th pay commission, when a different government was there, when Comrade Indrajit Gupta, a veteran trade union leader, was there as the Home Minister, despite Chidambaram, the then Finance Minister, boycotting the negotiating meeting on the September 97 when the negotiation was going on under the chairmanship of Comrade Indrajit Gupta. It was only because of him and I.K. Gujral, and of course other leaders were there. Jaipal Reddy was there, Madhu Dandavade was there, Ramvilas Paswan was there. They are supported. And finally, what Ratnavelu Pandian recommended, a 20% increase treatment benefit, that has become 40%. And same 40% in the name of great pay, 6th pay commission also gave. The worst was 7th pay commission. Because up to 6th, what we have observed is, the commission will recommend, then we go on agitating, we issue strike notice. And finally, they call for negotiation, and some settlement is reached. But that governments are no more there, no. They don't believe in any negotiation. They don't call it. They will decide of their own. But then you have to fight, no. That is why we have decided in the first meeting of the staff side, we have decided. NPS, UPS, it may not be there in the terms of reference, but we will give our views to restore back all the pensions. 69 lakh pensioners are not there in the terms of reference. We will give our views. Their pension also should be revised at par with whatever fitment factor given to the serving employees. So we have taken that position that we will do. But comrades, finally, how to achieve this? Unless you put pressure, and pressure means you should have political awareness. People will say we should be apolitical, no parties we should not speak, politics we should not speak. Okay, we will not speak. If the government is reasonable, if the government considers our problems with a human touch, there is no much requirement to speak politics. But if the government doesn't bother for us, we have to speak politically, no. You have to garner the support of the political parties. You are not in the parliament. You can fight in the street. You can submit a memorandum. You can go for a strike. But in the parliament, even on the 12th strike, all opposition parties, about 120, 140 MPs, they supported the strike and they were sitting outside the parliament and demonstrating. It is political, no doubt. But that is required, no. That is required. If no political party supports you, because you are government employee, no, government means politics. In a democracy, government means what? It's only politics. All decisions are taken politically. Farmers' bill, it was a political decision of the government. Finally, they fought for 700 days. 700 employees died. I was also there with them for 24 hours in Tikiri border. People used to ask me, farmers have struggled. Why you are not struggling like that? Farmers, they don't have an employer. They themselves are the employer. And they don't have any contact rules. And moreover, I have seen their style of agitation. You cannot do like that. No worker can do like that because 10 members are in a family in Punjab, mainly. 5 members come and sit in the dharna for 15 days. 5 do the farming work. 5 do the farming work. And after 15 days, those 5 come and sit here. And this 5 goes there. Can you do like that? I will sit for agitation, my wife will go for 5 days and work in the family. Is it possible? It is not possible. So our working class and farmers, even though that is an inspiration for all of us, the farmers' agitation no doubt is an inspiration for all of us. But that cannot be copied like that. We have to have our own strategies, our own political education. I am not telling about party education. Party is our choice. With our party, we want with our party is raising wars for the downtrodden, with our party is fighting for the working class. That should be there. But we as a worker, if we claim that we are apolitical, how can we say that when we are apolitical, we go to the polling booth and vote for somebody? Are we not voting? You vote for DMK, you vote for ADMK, you vote for BJP, you vote for communist parties, we vote for somebody else. Is it apolitical? It is not apolitical, no, it is political. You are making a choice of your political party there, that who should come to the power. Who should be my MLA, who should be my MP, who should be my corporator. We go to the polling booth and vote, no? So how it is apolitical? It is not apolitical, it is political. So therefore, if in a democracy, if a particular party or an alliance, if they are ruling the country and taking decisions on behalf of the people of the country, if it is affecting, it should be political. You should have political awareness. I will tell one example and I will finish. When in Cuba, Fidel Castro was the president. From India, one Indian Foreign Service officer is appointed as ambassador. So, an ambassador means the President of India issues the appointment order. Like for High Court judges and Supreme Court judges, the President himself or herself will sign the appointment order. And the protocol is, we should go there, meet that President and hand over it to him. This is the system. So this gentleman, he was nominated as the ambassador to Cuba. So traveling from India to Cuba, it takes around 17-18 hours. So he reached there, and then the embassy people came and took him to the hotel where they have arranged accommodation for him. And they told comrade, Takwasa, you take rest. 7 p.m., President has given you appointment in a restaurant. 7 p.m. So by 7 p.m. you will be ready. By 6:50 you will be ready. I will come you and pick up. The embassy staff there. I told, okay, fine. So he was so tired, he slept. When the embassy man came around 6:45 p.m., he was asleep. Then he woke up and told, you have to go, sir. Then he asked, 7 p.m. means whether the president will come at 7, he will come at 9 only. Then he told, this is not India, this is Cuba. 7 means 6:59, the president will be there. Then immediately he has to change his suit to dress and all those things. And he went. A small restaurant. In that small restaurant, people were eating. One table was reserved with 2 chairs. This side 1 chair, that side 1 chair. Reserved for the president and for the ambassador of India. So he was taken there and asked to sit there. By the time Castro came, some 1,000 people were standing there. So seeing Castro, Castro Zindabad and all those things in their language, they go. Then Castro asked, why are you standing here? What is your problem? Single party government, no communist party government, no multi-party system there. So then they told, basically it's a country agriculture producing sugar cane. That is their maximum agricultural product. So these farmers told Castro that, comrade, you have passed a bill in the parliament about the agriculture and sugarcane production in our country. We have got certain reservations in that. Some of the sections are against our interest. We want to discuss with you. Can you believe this? The ordinary farmer standing in a street knowing that the president is coming there and he is being asked by the people, questioned by the people. And he told, okay, you wait for some 15-20 minutes because I have called a dinner for the Indian ambassador who is waiting. So let me complete my dinner and then I will come and sit with you. And dinner was over. And then President told, Mr. Chakma, you can go, take rest. I have to meet my farmers who are waiting for me. Then out of curiosity, because he is an Indian, he has never seen any president or prime minister sitting on the road and discussing with the people. For him also it was a new thing. Then he asked, can you permit me to be there with you? Well, no problem, you can join. From the same restaurant, 2 chairs was taken, one for the president and one for our ambassador. The farmers started asking questions. This provision is bad, that provision is bad. He replied. And finally, some 25 amendments or something they have proposed. He has accepted 10 and told these 15, today you are opposing. But after 2 years you will come to know this is good for your interest. So you accept this 15, I will accept this 10. And in this 15 subsequently, if it is noted that you are correct and I am wrong, then we can rectify it. Can you imagine in India this will happen? This will not happen. Why I am telling not because he is a communist or anything. Communist or Congress, whatever it may be, you are the leader of the people. And you should have concern about the people, their welfare, their interest. If that is not there, then what president you are, what prime minister you are. So therefore, comrades, for all our struggle, whatever we have achieved today, if Singaravelu, Chakkarai Chettiar, Tirivika and B.P. Wadia, if they have not formed the Madras Labour Union and fought against the British government, whether they must have passed the Indian Trade Union Act 1926 in the British Parliament, it's a political struggle, no? You achieved freedom because of a political struggle. You should not forget that. So, we should have political awareness, irrespective of the party whichever we are supporting. We being a worker, we being an employee, if our interests are compromised by the government, if we are under attack and we are under threat, we should react. We should oppose. We may be successful, we may not be successful depending upon the situation. But if we don't oppose, if you don't protest, then who will come and protest for you? Will the farmers come and fight for the central government employees? Why they should come and fight for you? So you have to fight. So this I am telling you because I think I am after Jairaj, how much you are? How old you are? 68. So I am older than you. I am 70, 69, I will be completing 69 in May. That means I am the senior most citizen standing before you with every right to guide you, to advise you. Thank you very much.